It's day 86 of my 100-day meditation challenge. What a great background, huh? This is my hotel room, and that's my bathroom. How cool's that? It's a funky room. It's a very old-fashioned room, but it's really funky. I like it. So I've just done my 2 hours meditation, which was really beautiful. I feel really good now because so I was on a bus the whole night last night after getting a ferry, and I slept a little bit on the bus, but when I arrived here, luckily I could check into my room straight away. And so I had like about 3 hours more sleep. Woke up at midday and just did my 2 hours meditation, and it feels really good. But what I want to tell you about today is, so over the last few weeks I've been prioritizing myself more and more and putting myself first and what I want. And so rather than thinking about what other people might want from me or need from me, I'm just listening to myself and doing what's best for myself. And so prioritizing myself in that way, it's been getting better and better for me. Like, I feel better and better from it because I'm giving myself what I need, and it's like an upward spiral. It's taken me on this upward spiral. But what I noticed yesterday is when you prioritize yourself, the universe prioritizes you too. Like, so much has happened in the last 24 hours to prioritize me. It's been really funny. So every line, like, I'm on a visa run at the moment, and so there's been lots of lining up for immigration. There's been lining up at passport lines. There's been lining up for ferries. There's been lining up for, for the bus. There's been lining up for all kinds of things. But this is what's happened. Every time I've gone to line up, something has happened that has put me right at the front of a new line or a new queue, right? Every single time. And every, even like the ferry, even like I wasn't even early for the ferry. I was one of the later ones. There was a massive line for it, but the line kind of parted, and I ended up joining in the middle of it because there was some like traffic officials there that kind of stopped it, and so yeah, that was the first one. And then after I'd got my ticket for the ferry, I was just waiting for the ferry. Everyone was lined up on the pier for it. Like, pretty much everyone was in front of me, and I was just stood at the side in the shade waiting, resting my bag on this barrier, take the weight off my bag, prioritizing myself. and when it came time for the ferry, for everyone to get on the ferry, the guy that was on the other side of the barrier to me opened up the barrier and said, "Come this way." And so we all went down the other side of the pier straight onto the ferry, and I was pretty much the first on. So that happened. And then I can't even remember all the other things, but even like this morning, coming into Malaysia, which is where I am right now. So when you're lining up to like for immigration or things like that, and they have the barriers that you've got to kind of do the little maze around. So I was so late, far back in the line that I wasn't even in that yet, and that was the magic of it, because then a new thing opened up, and so everyone that was already in that little tunnel was staying there, and then I was the first one that got taken to this new line and went straight through. And it's just like happened like that every single time. And it's been really nice. Like, I've been appreciating it every time, because I know that the universe is just mirroring me. It's putting me first too. It's not putting anyone else out. We all get through in the end, and there's people at the front, there's people in the middle, and there's people at the back. But it's this validation, and it's validation from the universe after I've already validated myself. It's like I'm finding that validation from myself inside every day, and then I'm getting validation from the outside now. And something else funny happened too. So it just so happens, like, I've been on how many? Two buses and 2 ferries now, and I've been first on each. I've got the best seats on each because I've been the first on every time. And I just was the first in through in the into Malaysia, and so I was back on our bus first again, which was a new bus with switch buses, um, and so the guy that's helping us out here, who's doing this tour and helping us with the visa stuff, I got in the back of the van to find a seat, and he said, "Oh, I need your passport now," because of course as soon as we arrive here they take our passports and our visa applications and they take it to the immigration. And so I gave him my passport, but as I was getting my passport back out of my bag, I'm stood awkwardly in the minivan, kind of bending over like you have to do. And he's glancing, he looks on this seat and there's some money there, so he picks it up and he's got it in his hand, and he said, "Oh, I should probably leave this there for whoever lost it." And then I handed my passport over to him and he handed me the money. I look at it and it's only 2 baht, right? So it's like 2 pennies. It's nothing. Like, if you lost that, you wouldn't go back to go and fetch it from a minibus that you were in. You really wouldn't, right? So, but he handed it me, like, and I find a lot of people do this. It's like they find money and then they give it to me, like I'm the money collector or something. And so I went to give it him back. He put out his hand and I put one of them in his hand, and then I opened my hand up and showed that I had the other, and then I put it in my pocket, and he just started laughing his head off because he's like, he hadn't given himself permission to prioritize himself until I did that, and then it's like, it's okay, I can keep it. And so it was like this secret little thing then that we were sharing, like we were sharing this 2 baht that he found. And I'd given him permission, and that's how I earned my 1 baht, by giving him permission to keep it. And so that was funny. And so yeah, all these little beautiful things have been happening, which has been great, really good. My meditation was just amazing then, in my brightly coloured room. I'm feeling really good about myself at the moment. And so now, I'm still feeling a bit tired, but I'm going to go shopping. So in Penang, and there's lots of good shops here, and I want to get maybe some gym gear and a new bikini, and I don't know, it's a really great place as well. I really love this town. So I'm going to go do that, and then who knows what's going to happen after that. Let's see what magic happens. But yeah, so my point today is, when you prioritize yourself, and it's really important to do that, because you don't help anyone by prioritizing someone else. Like, you really don't know what other people need. So like, if I was to not feel worthy of being first in line or the first on the bus, and then take the worst seat or let everyone else go before me, they're not going to feel better about themselves from that. In fact, they might feel guilty about that. You might make them feel worse about themselves. It's actually nice when you see someone stepping up and claiming something, and everyone can celebrate that. So prioritizing yourself, it's a really good thing to do, especially like today, when you can pass it on to someone else that kind of isn't prioritizing themselves, and you can show them it's okay to prioritize yourself. In fact, it's really good, and it's lots of fun too. That's day 86.